Not electrocute them with cattle prods. We do not pour hot oil down their nostrils or other forms of interrogation or do the things that were done to them in S-21, but we do waterboard them. Do you not think if waterboarding was torture, that one of those American service members would have complained to his congressman, there would have been congressional hearings, and it would have been banned by law? If we had been pulling off their fingernails, that would have happened.
Right. Well, we're talking about waterboarding, and certainly a lot of people have complained.
Can I put one question to Mark?
Yeah.
Christiane, can I put one question to Mark? If it's not torture and if it's not a problem, do you have any objection to American nationals being waterboarded in other countries? Do you have any objection to American servicemen and women being subjected to waterboarding?
American servicemen and women are lawful combatants who are protected by the Geneva Conventions. Terrorists who are unlawful combatants who target innocent men and women and women are not lawful combatants, and you can interrogate them differently.
Can I ask you, Mark?
But the point is, I want to ask you, Philippe, why is waterboarding American service members? Let me finish now. Why is waterboarding American service members not torture? Or do we torture our troops?
They're only done in training, as you know.
I think training is a completely different thing.
Okay, so you acknowledge that not all waterboarding is torture. So when we waterboard our troops, it's not torture.
I find it incredible, Mark, that you would suggest that an American serviceman or woman who is put through that process, knowing that the moment he asks for it to stop, it will be stopped, could be the same thing as being waterboarded.
I want to ask the final question.
But Christiane, can I just put this point? I take it that Mark has confirmed, as General Myers confirmed to me, as General Hill confirmed to me, it would be totally unacceptable in all circumstances for any American to be subject to any of these techniques abroad.
Because they have Geneva Convention, full protections of the Geneva Convention, which terrorists do not merit.
Can I ask you this?
Yes.
Do you not think that all of this debate, including America's ability to keep dangerous people imprisoned, would have been enhanced had the Bush administration simply called them POWs from the beginning, put them away until the end of the war with the rights and protections of the Geneva Conventions, but kept them away in prison until the end of the war?
But why would we give them Geneva Convention protections? They don't merit Geneva Convention protections. They're terrorists. The Geneva Convention, this is one of the biggest myths about the Geneva Convention. It is not designed to govern the treatment of prisoners of war. It is designed to protect civilians from to get people to follow the laws of war. So if you give the same protections to someone who violates the laws of war as someone who follows them, you completely undermine the Geneva Conventions. But the point is, these techniques, as applied by the CIA, produced intelligence that stopped a terrorist attack to blow up our consulate in Karachi, to blow up our Marine camp in Djibouti, for Al-Qaeda, they were planning to hijack an airplane and fly it into Heathrow Airport and buildings in downtown London. I hope nowhere near your offices, Philippe. And they were planning to fly an airplane into Library Tower in Los Angeles. So my question to Philippe is, which of these attacks would you prefer we hadn't stopped?
I simply don't accept your underlying premise that any information that has been obtained would have prevented these things. Let me test your proposition a different way. You argue that because these techniques were used in the United States, there were no further attacks on the mainland. How then do you explain the fact that in the United Kingdom, which doesn't use these techniques, there have been no further attacks in the last 5 years? The argument is a fallacious argument. It's a naive argument. It's straight out of, frankly, Mark, it's straight out of Monty Python.
Okay, listen, this is a very heated debate, obviously very, very strong convictions, and we are going to talk about it more on our website. We're going to continue this discussion, which you can all see on amanpour.com, and we'll be back right after a break in a moment, so stay with us.